Jon Stewart and Bill Maher both roast the hell out of Democrats. Wait, yes, they do, and part of their shticks is to point out that Democrats are dysfunctional, but also that it's a foregone conclusion that Republicans are flat out dangerous. Let's be real. Democrats take corporate money just like Republicans. Democrats promise change and often don't deliver, but when they do, it's in a way that counts. Now, Republicans are counting on people being afraid of what might happen if you don't vote for them. While those things they warn you about never happen, but then worse things do. Let's talk about some of the things they want you to be scared of. Socialism and communism. No one can be rich in a communist society, so why would the average American, left or right, with American values, want that? And we are the least socialized developed nation in the world. So we're not even close to socialism, let alone communism. Let's talk about small government versus big government. Republicans like to say, get the government out of your business, less taxes, less regulations. Well, they'll cut taxes all right. With the Trump tax cuts, the bottom 60% of Americans will get back about a whopping $500 a year. The top 1% that lobbied and bribed their way to get people to vote for this, $60K. Democrats have historically fought to protect the environment. And I'm not just talking about the climate change debate. I'm talking about clean drinking water for us and our families and an energy grid that's going to be there for us when the shit hits the fan. So what does less oversight mean here? Ask the thousands of kids with lead poisoning in Michigan when Republican Governor Rick Snyder switched water sources to save money. Or the 240 people who froze to death in a Texas storm when Republican Governor Greg Abbott dismantled energy grid oversight mechanisms. President Trump's currently gutting rules and regulations that govern air and water quality standards. And nothing good could come from that. This should not be a partisan issue. So if it comes down to a culture war versus your kids drinking lead, red scares versus your power staying on, or trans athlete panic versus tax money going to billionaires, I think we can all agree on what matters more. This is what lesser evil voting is all about, folks. And what I meant when I said, yeah, I know the Democratic Party's corrupt, but for the love of God, please stop voting for Republicans.